Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the 195th University of Wisconsin-Platteville Commencement Ceremony. I am Dr. Mitty Nummux-Denherter, the Provost and Vice Chancellor for Academic Affairs, and on behalf of those seated on stage, on behalf of the faculty and staff seated in front of you, and on behalf of the entire university, I welcome you to today's ceremony. Would everyone please stand, remove your hats for the singing of the national anthem, led today by graduating senior Madison Anderson. You may be seated. Graduates, today you become part of another special family, that being the University of Wisconsin-Platteville Alumni. This is the 195th commencement ceremony at the University of Wisconsin-Platteville, where more than 55,000 graduates have earned their diplomas. You are also graduating at a very special time, as this year, this academic year, we are celebrating our sesquicentennial year, marking the 150th anniversary of the University of Wisconsin-Platteville. You will carry on a rich history that is part of this university. So congratulations to all of our graduates here today. This afternoon, we honor graduates in the College of Engineering, Mathematics, and Science, and in the College of Liberal Arts and Education. Earlier today, graduates from the School of Business, Industry, Life Science, and Agriculture were honored. And in all, we have 600 undergraduate and 107 graduate candidates between these two ceremonies. So a little bit about today's ceremony. We will hear words of encouragement and congratulations from our student speaker, commencement speaker, and finally from our chancellor. We will also recognize some special people, and then of course the presentation of the candidates for graduation. Each commencement, a student speaker is chosen to represent you, the graduating seniors. This year's student speaker is majoring in civil engineering and minoring in business administration. He has worked through multiple internships and a co-op during his time at the University of Wisconsin-Platteville. Beyond his classwork, he has excelled on campus. He has been involved as a resident assistant and senior assistant. He also has been a violin player in the symphony orchestra and has volunteered for Pioneers Pay It Forward. So please help me in welcoming Brett T. Kramer.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'd like to say thank you to all the family and friends who came today to show their support of the UW-Platteville senior graduating class on this exciting day. I know this is just as important for some of you in the fans in the stands as it is for us down here. After 5 years of school, I think my parents showed up just to make sure I was actually graduating. I'd like to begin my speech by discussing the word success. I want everyone to take a moment and imagine what the word success means to you. What will you have to accomplish, or whom will you have to become in order to feel as though you've become successful? The thing I find interesting about the word success is it carries a very different picture which is personalized to every person who envisions it. For some of us, it may mean cashing that first check here in a few weeks, which we will of course use to pay back our student loans. For others, it might mean inspiring a future classroom full of students, defending someone in the line of duty, or creating an idea that changes the world as we know it. Whatever your personal image of success may be, in my opinion, there is one common denominator on how we go about achieving our individual images of success. This brings me to a favorite quote of mine, which is a takeoff of a quote by Karl Marx. It reads as follows: "Surround yourself with people on the same mission as you." I interpret this quote to mean a few different things. First, you need to have a very clear and vivid vision of what you intend to get out of life. This allows you to begin working towards it immediately instead of reflecting on your life at a later date wishing you had done things differently. Second, you need to find people in your life who will believe in your dreams and support you as you strive to achieve them. Not everyone is going to be passionate about your dreams, and that is fine, because they have their own goals and their own dreams that they are striving towards. You need to aim to surround yourself with people who will be able to guide and assist you along the way. People who may have already achieved the goals you have set for yourself, or those who share a similar passion in your goals, and then will become active partners in achieving them. There's a theory by a business entrepreneur named Jim Rohn that states, as individuals, we become the average of the 5 people we spend the most time with. Take a minute to think about who you are spending the most time with. Are you on track to achieve the goals you have set for yourself? Or perhaps you need to redistribute a little more of your time with people who can help make them become a reality. Now, I don't want to mislead you to think I believe we will succeed at everything we attempt in our lives. An important thing to know about life is that at some point you are going to fail. Personally, I've failed multiple times in my college career alone, whether it was tests, classes, personal relationships. There was even a point in my college career that I considered dropping out of the College of Engineering, Mathematics, and Science, a thought I'm sure most engineers can relate to at 1 a.m. in the morning. However, by surrounding myself with professors and friends who were actively engaged and wanting to see me achieve my desire of becoming a civil engineer, 5 years later, I finally made it through. Failure does not have to define you or what you're capable of accomplishing. How we respond to failure is what will end up truly defining us. It is important to remember that we have never truly failed until we have stopped trying to accomplish our goal. At UW-Platteville, I was fortunate to be surrounded by professionals who all shared a common mission of wanting to see their students succeed. The only reason I'm able to stand here today is due to the professors, friends, and family who've pushed me to strive for excellence during my time at Platteville. I'd like to encourage all the graduates in front of me to find time in the next few days to say thank you to the people who have influenced you during your time here. UW-Platteville provided me with more opportunities than I could have ever imagined. However, these opportunities are just the beginning for all of us. For 150 years, this university has had a proud history of successful, hardworking graduates such as ourselves. It is now our responsibility, as the very soon-to-be alumni, if I'll wrap it up, to carry this university into an even more distinguished future. As our journeys out into the world, I challenge you all to find your passion. Surround yourself with people that are going to help you along the way and go achieve your dreams. Keep the heart of a pioneer and never be afraid to attempt something that was once thought to be impossible. I look forward to seeing what we can all accomplish. Thank you.
Thank you, Brett. Some of you may be wondering what the different colored stoles and cords are around many of our graduates. Our international students wear white flag stoles featuring the United States flag as well as the flag of their home country. The University of Wisconsin-Platteville students who have studied abroad wear stoles featuring the flag of the country where they studied. Clubs, organizations, and honor societies have bestowed different color stoles and pins on their graduates, representing extracurricular and high-impact practices, learning that went along with their classroom experiences. I'd like to call special attention to those wearing gold honor cords. The undergraduate students graduating with academic honors also are designated with asterisks in your commencement program. So at this time, will those individuals who have achieved honors and are graduating magna cum laude please rise? No, stay up. Okay. These students have earned cumulative grade point averages above a 3.5. So congratulations to our magna cum laude graduates. Now you may be seated. I think you deserve 2 rounds of applause. 3, I don't know. Now, will those students earning the highest honors and who are graduating summa cum laude please stand? These students have earned cumulative grade point averages between a 3.75 and a perfect 4.0. So please join me in congratulating the summa cum laude graduates. Congratulations, and you may be seated. Today's principal speaker is a 1989 University of Wisconsin-Platteville graduate with a degree in electrical engineering. She has worked for over 25 years at Caterpillar Incorporated and is now the Senior Engineering Project Team Leader in Product Development and Global Technology. She has stayed involved in her community by volunteering her time and money to various committees and organizations. Along with these responsibilities, she serves as a Society of Women Engineers Region H Lieutenant Governor and plans the Regent Collegiate Conference. In fact, next year's regional conference will be held here at the University of Wisconsin-Platteville, and we're looking forward to that with great anticipation. For her outstanding leadership, both in her career and in her community, she has been honored with the SWE PRISM Award. Her focus on leadership and community involvement is inspirational, and earlier this fall, Carol Weber received the University of Wisconsin-Platteville Distinguished Alumni Award. So please, at this time, join me in welcoming Carol J. Weber to the podium.
Thank you very much. It's a pleasure to be here. I'm very honored to be here today to share with you some thoughts and advice on what your future might hold as a graduate of the University of Wisconsin-Platteville. 26 years ago, I was sitting in a chair just like you are today on a December day. I have to say, I probably don't really remember what the commencement speaker said. There was a Bear-Packers game on at the time. Priorities, right? But anyway, hopefully I'll do a better job since there's no Bear-Packer game today, and you'll be able to remember some of the things I have to share with you. First of all, congratulations. You are moving on to a new phase in your life, which can be very exciting and scary all at the same time. In a short time, your finals will be completed, and you will have your degrees that you have worked so hard for and you'll be leaving this place that you've all called home for the past 4 or 5 years or so, or maybe more. You'll be starting new jobs in villages, towns, and cities where you'll become members of a new community. This will be a different type of community than you've had and what you've been used to here on campus, or even maybe your hometowns. As you start this new phase of your life, it probably won't be as easy to acclimate to your new community as you did here on campus. You probably won't have RAs setting up welcome sessions for you, or campus organizations welcoming you to their opportunities for dinner, like the Society of Women Engineers. It will be up to you to get acclimated to your new community, wherever that may be. I lived this through my own experience when I moved from Platteville, Wisconsin to Peoria, Illinois. and most recently when my daughter graduated from college and started living in her new community. So today, I'm going to share some thoughts with you and suggestions for you to think about as you move to your new community that will hopefully help you get acclimated to your new surroundings. First of all, subscribe to your local newspaper, the print edition. Now, I know that's old school. Everything's online. It's all digital, and you get it all for free, right? But the reality is newspapers provide that access to relevant information about your new community. You will learn about community events, local issues, local politics that you don't know anything about. You'll learn about local sporting events, lifestyle events that you may be interested in attending. By subscribing to that local newspaper, you will be supporting your local economy and ensuring that you have an avenue to learn about those local issues, which is especially important during election cycles. And we're in a crazy election cycle right now, aren't we? And please remember to register to vote. Your vote is important. What's happening now in this digital age and why this is important is many local newspapers are having financial challenges. And if they fail to publish because of these financial difficulties, then the greater community will suffer from a lack of available and accurate information for people to make decisions. Subscribing to your local paper will support jobs of the local journalists, as well as the news carriers that deliver your paper. And some of these carriers may be young men and women saving for college so that they can earn their degree and earn their dream like you are today. So, subscribe to your paper. The next thing I'd like you to seek out is find an organization where you can volunteer your time and meet new people. Now that your studies are done, you're going to have a lot of extra time on your hands. You know, some of you are going to go to work for large companies that will have a networking opportunity for you with new college hires that are in a similar position to you, moving to a new area. Others of you will find yourself in small to mid-sized companies or schools where you'll be part of a multi-generational team. Here you may not have as much in common with your new coworkers as you had with your classmates here on campus. As you look to meet new people in your community, I encourage you to find that place where you can volunteer your time. You can look through your newspaper or the Chamber of Commerce website. Search out sites and organizations like the JCs, the Big Brothers, Big Sisters programs, Junior League, Junior Achievement, United Way, the American Red Cross, Habitat for Humanity. There's many organizations out there where you can find time to serve. These are all very important. There's also organizations called Young Professionals that you could join. And these organizations are in need of people like you to support their mission of creating a stronger community through volunteer service. This will give you the chance to meet new people in your community that have similar interests and concerns about how we can make our communities stronger together. And one of the things that I'd like to encourage our engineering graduates to do is to volunteer and help our educators and our new teachers in programs like Project Lead the Way, in First Robotics and First Lego League, mentoring that next generation of young engineers and helping our teachers who are imparting that knowledge on them. We can work together to make a difference in that next generation, and you can do it. And I'd like to encourage you. I know Engineers Without Borders is a fabulous newer organization. And if you've been a member of Engineers Without Borders and you go to a new location and it doesn't exist there, think about starting one, and create that buzz for that organization. I had that opportunity when I moved to Caterpillar. I worked with a group of women engineers to charter the Central Illinois section of the Society of Women Engineers. We started with 12 members. We are now up to 180, and so it's been a fantastic way to see that organization grow. So now that you've got your newspaper and you've joined an organization or giving back time, as you think about considering, sharing your wealth of knowledge, experience, and treasure, all of you have worked very hard to get to this day, to obtain your degree and start on the road to earning the type of income that comes with a college education. And you probably have some college debt. It's understandable. As you earn your new income and pay off your debts, buy your new car, buy your first home, you will start to accumulate wealth. You will come to realize that there's only so much that money can buy. There are many nonprofit organizations that can use your financial support. These could be some of the local organizations where you're volunteering your time. These could also be national or international organizations that support causes you believe in. St. Jude, Midwest Affiliate, Shriners Hospital. There's a number of organizations that do good with the money to help take care of children. You may want to think about giving back to your hometown and remembering where you came from, because they need your help too. They may have a local hometown foundation that could use your support to support some local activities there. And you should also consider giving back to your alma mater. Many of you have received scholarships to help pay for your college education. Those scholarships were generated by investments from other alumni who believed in your education and wanted to see you get it. So now it's time for you to think about giving back to help the next generation. Another way to give back is consider serving on an advisory board and joining your alumni association. As a member of the Women in EMS Advisory Board, I've been coming back to campus for over 12 years, and I am thrilled every time to come back and learn about the progress that is being made to increase the number of women and underrepresented minorities in the College of EMS. It's been a fantastic growth and fantastic to see, and I applaud Tammy Selman-Stevens and the work that she has done in that program. Thank you, Tammy. My husband Brian and I are very thankful for the education that we received at this institution and very proud to be able to give back to the programs we support and help this generation of graduates achieve their dreams, including you sitting here today. On a final note, we are living in challenging times. Please know that as you establish yourself in your new community, you can make a difference where you live, as long as you make the effort to reach out and support your neighbors. As Margaret Mead said, never doubt that a small group of thoughtful, committed citizens can change the world. Indeed, it is the only thing that has. So with that, congratulations, graduates, and best wishes for an exciting and rewarding future in your new communities. And please always remember where you came from. And as Chancellor Shields says, today and every day is a great day to be a pioneer.
Thank you, Carol. At each December commencement, the Alumni Association presents the Outstanding Alumni Award to persons who have graduated from the University of Wisconsin-Platteville with their undergraduate degree within the past 15 years. And today we are honoring two outstanding alumni. The first is Douglas Stevens. Doug, would you please come forward? Douglas Stevens graduated from the University of Wisconsin-Platteville in 2001 with a degree in industrial engineering, and then completed a degree in business administration through the university's distance education program in 2004. He received merit for analysis and planning from the American Society of Landscape Architects Minnesota chapter, and has served as a commission member for the City of Platteville Municipal Airport since 2009. He helped establish the New Beta Housing Incorporated Scholarship Fund at the University of Wisconsin-Platteville, and is also a sponsor of the Alliant Energy Women in STEM Banquet. Ladies and gentlemen, Douglas Stevens. Thank you. Next is Matt Hare. Matt, would you please come forward? Matt Hare earned his bachelor's degree in mathematics with an emphasis in secondary education from the University of Wisconsin-Platteville in 2003. He then received his master's degree from the University of Wisconsin-Oshkosh in secondary education science teaching. He began his teaching career in Hawaii in 2003. He then moved back to Wisconsin, teaching and coaching at East Troy before joining Platteville High School in 2013. He has been involved with NASA for the past 5 years, conducting research and development with his high school students through a program called High Schools Uniting with NASA to Create Hardware. Through this program, NASA funds and utilizes schools around the country to develop non-mission critical hardware. He is also a Google certified teacher and has developed a YouTube channel for physics teachers that has over 600 videos. He is a 2013 Wisconsin Society of Science Teachers Excellence in Education Award recipient and a co-author of the book Dialogues for the Physics Classroom. He contributes to the University of Wisconsin-Platteville Foundation and is a 2015 Outstanding Alumni Award winner. Ladies and gentlemen, Matthew Hare. Congratulations. I would now ask that Melissa Gavin, President of the Alumni Association Board of Directors, come forward to present the Alumni Lifetime Memberships.
Chancellor Shields, Provost, University Deans, faculty and staff, families, and guests of today's graduates, congratulations to the graduates on behalf of the UW-Platteville Alumni Association. It is my honor to congratulate this class. You have now become part of the history and traditions of our university. I encourage you to stay connected to UW-Platteville after graduation and seek out opportunities to stay connected. Volunteer to serve on your college alumni chapter board, plan to attend an alumni event in your area, or come back to campus for career fairs, homecoming, and other alumni activities. Stay connected through social media by liking our Facebook page or joining our LinkedIn groups. There are many ways for you to stay connected and be an active alumnus. At this time, I would like to recognize the graduates that have been selected to receive an honorary lifetime membership into the Alumni Association. This is a $400 value. The award is based on a variety of criteria, including campus activities and leadership, community involvement, professional development and employment, academic excellence, and the probability of future involvement within the Alumni Association. For this semester, we have selected 4 individuals as recipients. 3 are graduating this afternoon. Please stand as I call your name. Haley Gigas. Haley is a sustainable and renewable energy systems major from Cuba City. Brett Kramer. Brett is a civil engineering major from Austin, Minnesota. Tyler Stevens. Tyler is a criminal justice major from Nicosa, Wisconsin. Congratulations to all 3 of you, and congratulations to all the graduates. As you start the next chapter in your life, take pride in the degree you received today. We are proud to call you alumni of UW-Platteville.
Chancellor Dennis J. Shields is finishing his 6th year at the University of Wisconsin-Platteville. During that time, he has guided the campus through tremendous growth in programs, resources, and facilities. By using innovative public-private methods, he led the construction of Roundtree Commons and Bridgeway Commons, ensuring that all freshmen and sophomores remain engaged in campus life through residential living. We know through the scholarship of teaching and learning that it is crucial for students to live in residence halls in order to assure their engagement in campus life, their persistence, their academic success, and ultimately their graduation. And Chancellor Shields helped us to do that, to provide that residential life for those students. Chancellor Shields has spent much of the past 2 years dealing with the state budget process and its implications, remaining committed to the core mission of this institution of providing an affordable and accessible, excellent education. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Chancellor Dennis J. Shields.
Thank you, Dr. Denherter. Good afternoon. Graduates, I am privileged to welcome you today to this ceremony marking the end of your collegiate journey. We are proud that you chose the University of Wisconsin-Platteville and pleased and gratified at your success in completing the requirements necessary to say you are a graduate of this fine university. Congratulations. Parents, and honored guests. This day, probably, in almost every instant, would not have been possible without your support, and most importantly, your belief that these students would reach this milestone which we celebrate today. Congratulations, and thank you to you too. To our faculty who are seated here in the front, thank you for your commitment evidenced by the long hours, both inside and outside of the classroom, that you've made to these students. I would imagine that every student here can name some one of you who pushed them to the point that made it possible for their success in gaining their degree. You have my heartfelt thanks for the hard work that you do to contribute to the success of our students and this university. Thank you. Graduates, so I'll be the third person up here today to offer you some advice, and I would guess that after the ceremony is over, there'll be some more people that will offer you some advice. I will try to keep my advice brief. When you walk across the stage in a short time, you will receive a blank diploma cover. Remember, finals are next week. It is a symbolic measure as we wait for final grades and certification from our registrar that you completed the necessary degree requirements. It is also a fitting metaphor, as your University of Wisconsin-Platteville education does not end today, and in fact, it is important for you to remain a lifelong learner. When you walk across the stage today, you become forever a pioneer. And as pioneers, you are ready for your careers and the challenges of the changing and evolving world that you are a part of. This university provided you the framework for future success. And like the diploma cover, it is up to you to continue to fill that frame. Along with the basic information and background in your discipline, we hope, we believe, we have helped to train you in other ways that will help you to be successful. I'd like to talk about 3 of those today: self-awareness, self-reflection, and leadership. Self-awareness is a clear perception of who you are, what your strengths are, your weaknesses, your beliefs, and motivations. If you remember back to your first days here, we had a student convocation where I and Provost Denherter talked to you about the way this university would challenge your beliefs in the classroom, in the residence halls, and across the campus. The purpose of challenging these beliefs was not to change your views, but to provide information and insight about differing viewpoints, to assist you in understanding yourself and to give you a greater understanding of others, and most importantly, to learn about the ways others perceive you. So what is self-reflection? Merriam-Webster defines it as careful thought about your own behavior and beliefs. Confucius said it this way: there are 3 methods to gaining wisdom. The first is reflection, which is the highest. The second is imitation, which is the easiest. And the third is experience, which is the bitterest. Self-reflection focuses on life goals, behavior, and a state of mind. It helps you determine worthy activities to make the highest and best use of your time and talents so that you can control your own destiny. And finally, there is leadership. And what is leadership? It is the ability to influence and shape the world in which you live in, including your community, your family, your friends, and your professional space. A University of Wisconsin-Platteville education helps you to make an impact as a leader. Leadership is not about the position you hold, it is about the person that you are. From the Center of Effective Policy, they go on to say, good leaders focus on the future and prioritize work. Good leaders have a willingness to listen and learn. Good leaders put their egos aside and develop partnerships and opportunities to collaborate. Good leaders have a passion for their work and display positive attitudes. And good leaders act honorably and build trust. It is about understanding the environment that you're in, whether it's personal, professional, or your community. Good leaders learn what the needs are, then understand the role they can play in your business, in your community, or in your family. Understand, again, it's not always about you. It's about the organization, the entity, or the community achieving its goal. Effective leaders treat people with respect. They manage teams and build consensus. And effective leaders make educated and creative decisions. So, another perspective on this that I hope that you gain from your time on this campus is the global awareness. The different students with whom you've interacted, the wonderful faculty who bring a myriad of experiences with them, I hope have helped you place a context on this global community. So while we are in Southwest Wisconsin, you are entering a world where you will interact with people from across the globe, from China, from Europe, from Africa, and Brazil, and many other places. Very few of you, if any, will go into an environment where you don't need an awareness and a perspective that's global. It is important that you learn every day, which is important because the world is changing very quickly. The work you do and how you deliver it is going to change, and you're going to have to adapt. Thus, my statement about the necessity of lifelong learning. The University of Wisconsin-Platteville has given you the framework for that lifelong learning and ultimate success. It is up to you to fill that frame. Your diploma will soon be displayed in your new office or home. Everyone will know you are a University of Wisconsin-Platteville graduate by that diploma. But it is my hope and wish that people will be able to tell you are a pioneer by how well you become leaders in your personal life, your career, and your community. Because you are a member of the Pioneer family, we will always be here to help. In return, we ask that you continue to remain close to the university. Come back and visit us, especially at homecoming. We hope you'll recommend the institution to prospective students or answer the phone when our students call for the phone-a-thon. Congratulations on entering this new chapter of your University of Wisconsin-Platteville career, that of being an alum. I reiterate how proud I am of each of you and how certain I am of your success. May you continue to make this and every day a great day to be a pioneer. Thank you.
Thank you, Chancellor. And now, would all of the individuals who are about to receive bachelor's degrees please stand? Chancellor Shields, as provost and as directed by the university faculty, I certify that the individuals standing before you are candidates for the degrees of Bachelor of Arts or Bachelor of Science, and upon completion of the prescribed curricula, are entitled to receive their degrees from the University of Wisconsin-Platteville. I therefore recommend to you that these candidates be granted the appropriate diplomas for the curricula completed.
Upon this certification by the Provost and Vice Chancellor, and with the authority vested in me by the Board of Regents of the University of Wisconsin System, I am pleased to confer upon you the degree that you have earned, together with all the rights and privileges attending thereto. Congratulations.
And now, graduates, please take your tassels and move them from the right to the left of your mortar board, signifying that you are a graduate. Congratulations. Please be seated. Registrar David Keycafer will read the names of the candidates as you come forward. And at this time, I ask that Dr. Elizabeth Troop, Dean of the College of Liberal Arts and Education, come forward.
can't help it, I'm made this way. Will the candidates for the degrees of Bachelor of Arts or Bachelor of Science from the College of Liberal Arts and Education please stand? Chancellor Shields, Provost Den Herter, as the Dean of the College of Liberal Arts and Education, I present to you the candidates for the degrees of Bachelor of Arts or Bachelor of Science. Now, will the College of Liberal Arts and Education degree candidates please begin coming forward?
Tyler J. Stevens. Celeste Angela Lavinger. Tracy Aaron Elligan. Madison C. Anderson. Mackenzie Rebecca Arndt. Hannah Elizabeth Baumeister. Laura B. Emily Elizabeth Bobke. Jennifer Rose Bond. Erica Bosacki. Lauren Brooks. Kelly E. Shampoo. Stacy Marie Clark. Catherine Lynn Cole. Richard Harris Colby. Hannah Marie Corcoran. Rachel C. Kropp. Elizabeth Deanna Cunningham. Lauren Jo Sear. Faye M. Demas. Nicole R. Ingerman. Chelsea Fangmeyer. Kaylee Ann Fitzsimmons. Samantha Janik Glowacki. Evan Benjamin Getler. Katrina Jo Gauker. Chelsea F. Grabo. Dane V. Hammerly. Courtney A. Harrington. Sean J. Hart. Allison S. Hostreiter. Stacy L. Heiling. Logan Heim. Arlene Lana Hemble. Jade E. Yant. Courtney Lynn Jaskowiak. Zachary James Jensema. Bailey Curran Johnson. Megan Lynn Johnson. Lindsay Sue Johnson. Eric William Justiniano. Alexandra Kaiser. Kyle James Keller. Michael S. Clawitter. Graham A. Keeland. Kara Lee Cranbuell. Dakota Ann Lamock. Kenzie A. Larson. McKaylee Marie Lauby. Ben Lee. Amanda Marie Leeser. Michelle R. Leverance. Taylor Lorbecki. Michelle M. Lewis. Rebecca C. Lau. Megan K. Macy. Melissa Lynn Martin. Zachary James Michael Massameyers. Kevin M. McGivern. Emily Rose Melby. Caleb Daniel Mertens. Avery M. Miller. Jerica Moliner. Amanda Mosby. Karen Joan Newland. Gina Anita Dorguin. Nathan Allen Olson. Tiffany M. Ortego. Paige Elizabeth Pachuki. Evan Paul. Cassie K. Perkins. Meredith Elise Peterson. Sarah Marie Peterson. Sean Poole. Kayla Rose Potts. Paige E. Powers. Kelly Ann Provancher. Andrea K. Reynolds. Jason John Rutkowski. Scott Schaefer. Kelly Jo Schlarman. Casey Clarence Schneider. Carly Marie Schulenberg. Micah Carl Swantas. Selena Shannon. Matthew Paul Smaga. Michael D. Smigelski. David Russell Smith. Jacob Stanton Smith. Shaia J. Smith. Erica Ashley Starren. Haley Marie Stroik. Samantha Irene Teskey. Sarah Lynn Thiel. Lena L. Thompson. Claire Marie Thibodeau. Alyssa L. Tix. Lucas Timpey. Madeline Alyssa Topol. Stephen P. Tyler. Alex Lee Vandeloon. Brianne Marie Walstead. Jessica J. Whalen. Stephanie B. Whitney. Ashley E. Whiteman. Tyler B. Witt. Megan Rebecca Wolcock.
Graduates, you may be seated. At this time, I ask Dr. Molly Gribb, Dean of the College of Engineering, Mathematics, and Science, to come forward.
Will the candidates for the degrees of Bachelor of Arts or Bachelor of Science from the College of Engineering, Mathematics, and Science please stand? Chancellor Shields and Provost Denherter, as Dean of the College of Engineering, Mathematics, and Science, I present to you these candidates for the degrees of Bachelor of Arts or Bachelor of Science. Now, will the College of Engineering, Mathematics, and Science degree candidates please begin coming forward?
Brett Thomas Kramer. Mark J. Copps. Michael Owusu Ababio. Zen M. Abbey. Jose Luis Alvarez. Carrie Ellen Anders. Michael Belton Angst. Alex J. Arndorfer. James M. Berry. Joshua J. Benke. Clinton Benson. Mackenzie Brianne Berg. Troy D. Berg. Jagosh M. Bielak. Jacob Samuel Blem. Casey Boris. Joshua T. Brogan. Stephen Carrico. Martin Abel Cepeda. Trent Joseph Cibella. Jacob Dahl. Ben Noah Dickinson. Parker Dougherty. Tyler Dope. Kurt A. Druffel. Michael E. Doomer. Cassie L. Elmer. Caitlin Joyce Elsinger. Tess Evans. Jeffrey Michael Furkey. Nathaniel P. Fisher. Jason S. Foster. Dylan Friss. Darren B. Fruit. Joseph Gehrman. Skylar Stephen Gerdeman. Haley Rose Gigas. Barry G. Grafagna. Andrew J. Graves. Nicholas R. Gregerson. Brian Jeffrey Guza. Corey A. Hansen. Sam M. Hansen. Elena J. Helen. Alex Scott Higby. Adam J. Holter. Laura N. Horstman. Ryan Tyler Jacobs. Michael David Hurlbutt. Haley Lynn Jansen. Kyle Eric Jensen. Kramer Keeling. Daniel L. Kempema. Mary Catherine Cladar. Ethan T. Kirchner. Brandon Kaiser. Andrea Knautson. Brian Harlan Kraus. Asa Krieger. Benjamin James Krieger. Andrew James Kruzik. Alex L. Cool. Benjamin James Kalka. Kathleen R. Langford. Joseph Charles Lurch. Mark A. Lewis. Jared Andrew Lex. Matthew Clay Litchfield. Maxwell John Lovis. Bryce Loveland. Taylor William Lewick. Corey Meltzer. Christopher Marino. Matthew Sean McDaniel. Joseph McElhaney. Eric T. Meyer. Preston Mishi. Trevor Moen. Chelsea Danae Morgan. Eli Mrozinski. Travis Mueller. Brianna M. Molesky. Carl Lloyd Nelson. Heather Marie Nunez. Zachary J. Opheim. Eric K. Otterson. Benjamin T. Packard. Julia I. Paul. Andrew W. Peterson. Devin A. Peterson. Zachary Ray Peterson. Jordan Kyle Porter. David E. Post. Gregory Dennis Post. Troy M. Reddick. Jack Daniel Reinebo. Jacob Glenn Reel. Nicolette Rizzo. Cody J. Rogers. Kevin Roholt. Matthew R. Rusinski. Brendan R. Ryan McKeever. Pai Sanan. Sean Michael Scanlon. Daniel J. Shearer. Jason A. Schleicher. Michael J. Schmidt. Justin A. Schneider. Scott W. Schneering. Stephen P. Schneering. Joseph Victor Schiller. Adam Schultz. David A. Schultz, Jr. Harry Daniel Schultz. Ashley Schwarzenstein. James Dean Seibert. Jonathan David Seidler. Gloria Series. Jonathan Thomas Simpson. Michael Allen Civil. Andrew G. Skolas. Nathaniel R. Smart. Trenton Hull Snowball. Jacob Scott Stadler. Zachary Thomas Robert Stelflew. Taylor J. Stoltz. Nancy Strew. Buck Allen Sugden. Logan E. Swenson. Matthew D. Taminga. Brooke E. Tashner. Dhruvi D. Takar. Pia Tao. Connor S. Thiel. Aaron R. Thomas. James Lee Tillman. Mark Tomkowitz. Jacob A. Trapp. Nicholas T. Van Alstyne. Jacob R. Vanderloop. Caleb Walk. Timothy Walk. Forrest M. Wallace. Ashlyn M. Wantler. Daniel William Watson. Jacob A. Webb. Nathaniel Welsh. Robert John Welsh. Scott R. Wiederholt. Aaron John Weiss. Fritz Wiggert. Christopher Jerome Wilkinson. Ryan K. Williams. Alfred Fritz Whitty. Trevor Niklaus Whitwer. Jennifer Rose Yoder. Cassandra Rose Eustace. Christopher J. Zilkowski.
Graduates, you may be seated. Putting this ceremony together takes considerable work, much of it behind the scenes. I would like to thank the following people: the senior staff, some of whom are seated here on the stage; the commencement committee led by Dr. Joanne Wilson and Dr. Lanita Lamanovich; commencement marshal Diane M. Hanton, Associate Registrar Emerita; David Keycaver, registrar, who read the names, the student ambassadors, who served as ushers, the University Wisconsin-Platteville Symphonic Wind Band, led by Dr. Barry Ellis, Media Technology Services, and the Division of External Relations. Would all those just mentioned who helped with the production of today's ceremony please rise and be recognized? Sitting in front of the stage is a group of people who have taught and advised and have done so much more for this graduating class. And in this decade, I know that they don't receive the compensation or the recognition that they richly deserve. So I would ask that the faculty members and the instructional academic staff please rise and stand so that the graduates may thank you. Thank you. None of this would have been possible without this last group, who have helped our graduates throughout their collegiate careers and indeed throughout their entire lives. Would the families and friends of the 2015 graduates please stand and be recognized by them? Now I ask, I think there were some people in the stands who were a little bit more excited than the people on the floor here. Now please turn to page 36 of your commencement program for the alma mater, led again by Madison Anderson. This commencement ceremony has been recorded and is available for on-demand viewing on the campus website. The flags representing all the countries from which our students hail and are displayed out in the main lobby for pictures, as are the college banners. I ask that all of you please remain seated until the faculty has left the gymnasium. Dr. Ellis.